yeah, baby! Matey, have I got some winners for us on Saturday? That would have been the level of excitement I would have already had to face had my good friend the late Shaheen Shaw still been with us, because he would have been chomping at the bit to get to Hollywoodbets Kenilworth as early as possible on Saturday because of all the feature races that the card has on offer. Hello from me, Rouaun Smith. Good to have you with us for a sure thing, and it's time for me to preview the 10-race program for Hollywoodbets Kenilworth this coming Saturday. It's, of course, the second meeting of the Cape Racing Summer Festival of Racing Meetings. It has been christened the Sip and Shop Race Day, where it offers a mix of entertainment, fashion, and family-friendly activities. So there's something for young and old. If you're in the vicinity, pop along. There is something for everyone to enjoy. The first race on Saturday gets underway at 11:55. You need to have your Hollywoodbet punted challenge selections on 5 minutes before that. Don't forget to take the bet slip, and if you are the one person that picks all 10 winners on this card, you will be an instant millionaire. Speaking about millions, there is a 1 million rand carryover to the Pick 6 pool, and that should also add to the excitement of the day. So there's lots to look forward to, lots to get involved with, but more importantly, hopefully I can find you a few winners. Unfortunately, I can't help you in the first race. It's a maiden juvenile plate of 1,000 metres, where 7 runners go to post, and all these runners in the contest are having their first run. I haven't seen a betting market. In fact, I'm recording this very early on Thursday morning. As you can see, it's pretty overcast outside, so you'll probably get an indication as far as the lighting is concerned, just how dull and gloomy it is in Cape Town at the moment. And I do know there's some rain predicted as well ahead of Saturday's race meeting. But watch them come out into the parade ring, check their well-being, watch the betting market, and then make an informed decision for race 1. Race 2 is a maiden plate for 3-year-olds over 1,200, where 11 runners will contest the race. And here I'm going with number 11, Honour of Kings. Runner-up in his last 2. He stayed on at the finish over 1,400 last time out, when he found one too good in the form of King's Quest. He drops back to 1,200. He will certainly be doing his best work late, running on very strongly in the closing stages. And because of that turn of foot, he is my first choice selection ahead of number 1, Circumbendibus, who showed good improvement in his last 2 starts. He was also running on late last time out. Over the course and distance when second, he certainly is coming along the right way, and to me is the biggest danger to my first choice, number 11, Honour of Kings. For third and fourth, I'm going with 2 horses that made their debuts in that run behind Circumbendibus, and those are number 2, Gurkha, and number 8, Umfula. They were both running on very nicely behind Circumbendibus. That was over this track and trip, and I think with that run under the belt and with improvement to come, they will certainly be doing their best work late again on Saturday. So 11, 1, 2 and 8. That is my selection in race number 2. Race 3 is a Class 4 Fillies over 1,200, where 11 runners will contest this race, and I thought this was a pretty competitive Class 4 contest, because it is one of those races where you can make a case for 1 or 2 of them, and I'm in fact going for a horse that I've been looking forward to seeing back on the track, and that is number 9, Oktoberfest. Certainly showed good toe last time out when winning her maiden over 1,250. That was at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. The horse that finished second that day was a horse called Pink Pigeon, who has subsequently come out and won and has certainly boosted that form line. She takes on stronger, yes. However, she is the type of horse that is on the up. She is the type of horse that I think can live up to the task at hand, as she is having her third run after the rest, so she should be cherry ripe for the occasion come Saturday. Her biggest danger is number 7, Festival Chic, who brings Grade 2 form into the equation, that Western Cape Fillies Championship form line. She won her previous 2 starts prior to that race. She drops in class here, so she's a must inclusion. 8, Priscilla Maisley was an easy winner of her last start. The form line of that race has also been franked, so that brings her into the reckoning. And then for fourth, I'm going with number 11, Captain's Destiny, who was the winner of her last 2 start, the last of which was over the course and distance, so that also bodes well for her chances. 9, 7, 8 and 11. Those are the numbers I'm going with in race number 3. Fourth race on the program is a class for over 1400. 17 runners have been carded, and I thought this was one of the more difficult races on the program because you have some hard knockers that will be taking each other on in this race. I'm ever going for the up-and-coming number 6 Garrix, whom I thought caught the eye last time out when winning second time of asking over 1200 metres. The manner in which Garrix quickened and won going away certainly bodes well for his chances in this particular contest. The form line of that race has been franked. He certainly looks above average. He's classy, and to me, he can follow up in a race of this nature. His biggest danger is number 5 Karakou, whom I thought was very unlucky when finishing third last time out. He's also got very good form. He brings lots of racing experience into this race. He returns to class for action and has Gavin Loreen in the saddle, and that in itself is a plus in his favour. To me, he should pose the biggest threat to my first choice selection, number 6 Garrix. Then I'm going with a consistent number 16 Master of Paris, who isn't without a chance either in this sort of a lineup for my third choice, and for fourth with number 10 Rich Folks Oaks, who really dug down deep and showed guts and determination last time out, and I'm putting that one in for my fourth choice. So 6, 5, 16 and 10 are the numbers that I'm going with in race number 4, which is of course the opening leg of the carry forward pick 6. Race 5 is where the feature race action begins. It's the Southern Cross Stakes Grade 3 over 1,000 metres, and a small yet competitive field of 8 runners will face the starter. And here, the laissez-faire form line is certainly going to be tested because there are a couple of them that renew rivalry coming out of that form line, and I'm going with number 2 Summer Liddy, who finish half a length behind Miss Marguerite. Had excuses because had to check at a crucial stage with 200 metres left to go. Summer Liddy is now 3 kilos better off at the weights, and to me that's more than enough to turn the tables with Miss Marguerite. Another one coming out of that form line is number 4 Sia Pambile. Now she was certainly very eye-catching, under 63.5 kilos last time out when she finished her nose just behind Miss Marguerite. She's now 10.5 kilos better off at the weights, so that alone tells you she's going to finish ahead of Miss Marguerite, coupled with the fact that she has Richard Free in the saddle, and to me she's the biggest danger to my first choice selection. For third, I'm going with number 7 Nordic Quest, who has consistent form lines. She's having a peak run here. She needs to be included. And then for fourth, I'm going with number 5 Miss World. She also needs to be included. Since the blinkers have been fitted, she has produced 2 good thirds, so she could run into the minor placings. 2, 4, 7 and 5, those are the numbers I'm going with in race number 5. Race 6 is the WSB Greenpoint Stakes Grade 2, where 6 runners will contest this 1600 metre contest, and this race is normally a stepping stone to bigger things to come, like the Lomra Kings Plate. Where do I go? 2 of them are making their seasonal debuts, and in fact I'm going with one of those 2 in the form of number 4 Green with Envy. I thought this horse, if one looks at the form, loves to race fresh, and that's the reason why I've made number 4 Green with Envy my first choice selection. He also loves Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. He will be doing his best work late, and I do think that Green with Envy has a winning chance in this lineup. His biggest danger is number 3 Royal Aussie, who stayed on when finishing 5th in the Grade 3 Cape Mile last time out. And Royal Aussie would have come on with the benefit of that run, should strip much fitter, and could rate the biggest danger. 6 Sergey is another one that needs to be taken into account. Could have finished much closer, over 1400 last time out at Hollywoodbets Durbanville, when he had absolutely no luck in running. With a clear passage this time round, I think Sergey could definitely get into the fray. And then last season's Hollywoodbets Durban July winner, number 5 Oriental Charm. He's the other one that I'm going to side with to run into one of the minor placings. 3 kilos worse off at the weights with Green with Envy, and I think a place chance at best for Oriental Charm. So 4, 3, 6 and 5 are the numbers I'm going with in race number 6. Big one of the afternoon is race number 7. It's the WSB Cape Fillies Guineas Grade 1 to be run over 1600 metres. And here we have 13 runners who will contest this race. And I'm sure there are many that will probably be siding with the Western Cape Fillies Championship winner. There are some that's going to be deciding with the Highveld Raider. But I'm going to be siding with a horse that from the first time she stepped out this season, I said whoever beats her in the WSB Cape Fillies Guineas will win it. And I'm going to stick to my guns and go with number 11, Gimmy's Countess, as my first choice selection. Last time out, she came from way, way back. She gave start, she came wide, and she was running on. And that was on the short 450 metre straight. Now she will enjoy the longer 600 metre straight of the summer course. Guaranteed she'll be picking them off one by one in the home straight. And I'm hoping that she gets to the front close home to win it going away. She's going to be my first choice selection ahead of number 1, Mon Petit Cherie, who of course is renewing rivalry with quite a few horses in this race, bringing that Western Cape Fillies Championship form line into the equation. She of course won it. She meets all of them on identical weight terms. From pole position, I think she will have the run of the race, so she will definitely be in the shake-up. Then there's the Highveld Raider, number 13, Fatal Flaw. You'll remember she was scratched last Saturday in favour of a run in this Saturday's Saturday's Cape Fillies Guineas. So, how do you rate her chances? I've picked her for third. If one sort of look at her form, she won a grade 3 in her last start. And that form line was, of course, franked by runner-up Wilde Vallis, who came out and won a 1600 metre grade 3 contest last time out in Johannesburg. So that all bodes well for her form line being quite strong that she brings to Cape Town. But how strong is that form? Is it good enough to take on the Western Cape Fillies Championship form line? Only time will tell. And then for fourth place, I'm putting in number 10, Symphony of White, who's in good form and should enjoy the step up in trip. 11, 1, 13, 10. That's my selections for race 7. Race 8 is the Cape Summer Stayers, listed over 2,500 metres. Only 7 runners will go to post, and I do hope that this race will be run at a nice pace. It's over a distance, and we don't want to see the Cape crawl because then it's going to be turned into a sprint, and then anything could pop up. A nice, good gallop all the way around should see number 1, Call to Unite, in the winner's enclosure. Last time out fourth, after back-to-back wins, Grant van Niekerk steps back in the saddle, and to me, he rates the horse to beat. For second, I'm actually going with the filly to give the boys a run, and that's number 3, Love is a Rose. She stayed on for fifth. Last time out, she found one too good in the form of Damio. She's in good form, and I think she is the biggest danger to the boys in this race. 5, Alain Maurice, also has got good recent form. Tries 2,500 for the first time, and I think if staying the distance, should be involved in the shake-up. And then for a roughie, for fourth, I'm going with 4, Vian's Bomb, who I think is much better than that week last performance. Reunites with Richard Fourie, that alone will bring about improvement. So 1, 3, 4, and 5 are the numbers that I'm going with in race number 8. Race 9 is the Cape B Stakes over 2,000 metres, where 11 runners will contest race 9 on the card. And here I'm going with number 8, Magic Verse, as my first choice selection. I thought very unlucky not to have finished closer last time out. He had to switch at a crucial stage in the race. I think will enjoy the step up in trip, and with luck in running, to me, rates the horse to beat. Biggest danger will probably be the horse that's unbeaten over 2,000 metres, and that's number 9, Join the Dots. For third, I'm going with 1, Lightning Glow, who was running on when third over 1,800 metres, another one that should enjoy the step up in trip. And for fourth, with number 5, Marshall Fields, who meets 1, Lightning Glow on identical weight terms, is having his peak run, and should be cherry ripe to run an absolute cracker. So 8, 9, 1, and 5 are the numbers in the penultimate on Saturday. And that takes us on to the lucky last, which is race number 10, a class 3 over 1,400. 12 runners will contest it, and a few of them are renewing rivalry. I'm going with number 2, Big Unit, who won that race over that they met in last time out and remains in Class 3 company. Yes, Big Unit did pick up a £3 penalty for that win, but he has cracked a good draw of 2. Similar company this afternoon to me can make it back-to-back wins. So 2 Big Unit is my first choice selection, ahead of 12 2FA, who is a kilo-and-a-half bit over the weights for a just under a half-length beating. That brings 2FA closer to the action, and in fact many will say should even reverse the form with Big Unit. For third, I'm going with 3 Power and the Glory, who followed up his maiden win with a decent 5th last time out. And then for fourth, I'm going with number 5 Willie John, who ran on nicely from off the pace last time out. Gareth Wright retains the ride, and if he jumps on terms, could get into the action as well. So 2, 12, 3 and 5. Those are the numbers for the last of the afternoon. I trust you'll have an enjoyable and profitable race meeting at Hollywoodbets on Saturday. Get those Hollywoodbets Punters Challenge selections on. Do visit the track if you are in the vicinity. I look forward to your company next time round. Till then, from me, Rouaun, cheers for now.